How are you doing?
Oh gosh, I still feel a little bit hangover from what happened yesterday, to be honest.
So I'm very happy to be here because I've been a user of BitMEX for a long time, right? And I've been liquidated more than I can count. But the company has been using, and we've been clients of yours as well. First of all, do you have something to say in these troubled times?
Yeah, maybe just like a very short update on news at BitMEX. So there is something that I want just for this audience here, but you keep it for yourself, guys, okay? So it's not to be repeated somewhere else. We're not being bought by Binance. Not yet.
Not yet, okay.
No, but jokes apart, I hope you guys are safe, and we feel for the users who have been affected by what happened yesterday. So yeah, that's my main message.
I mean, now that you've mentioned it, like, what are your views and your thoughts about what happened in the market? Where do you think it's going?
Yeah, I saw this question coming. Look, if you're here, Balthazar, to ask me if Bitcoin is going to 0 or 1 million, if you're asking me if crypto industry is going to be around in 3, 6, 12 months, I'm sorry to tell you, but I don't have the crystal ball. The only thing I can tell you guys is BitMEX, actually, when it just started in 2014, it started on the ashes of Mount Gox. So the security of the assets of the clients has always been at the center. And so that's basically the focus of what we're doing, protecting the assets of our clients.
Yeah. So, I mean, let's talk about security then. Like, how secure are the funds? And you know, what happened in the past at BitMEX, for example?
Look, we've been around for 8 years now. We haven't been hacked one single time, right? And the way we have always been doing it, so we learned really from what happened before. And it's segregated accounts. First, the funds of the clients, the insurance fund, which, by the way, is one of the biggest on the industry. At some point, it was even higher than Binance. I need to check if it's still the case. And so this is all kept on-chain. The keys are controlled by our sole reserves. And the other thing is we're controlling the positions and the margins several times a minute to make sure that they are all leveling up to 0. So if there is a flow, if there is a worm, we see it right away. The trading is automatically stopped immediately.
Yeah, and I mean, you know, you've said it, like you've been around since 2014, no hacks, and you have a huge insurance fund, right? What did you learn from what happened with the FTX situation? Did that change the strategy? Is there something new coming?
Well, actually, it's funny that you're saying that because in the last couple of years, we've been the whole time pointed by the finger, hey, you're boring, you're only doing derivatives, why don't you do spot, why don't you offer this other product, all these shit coins, etc. And suddenly, what used to be our disadvantage became now our advantage. So we are just sticking to our roadmap, we're sticking to our timeline. We are aware that we have to upgrade our platform, we need to add other things like margining, so portfolio margining, cross-asset margining, etc. And we're working on that, and we're gonna deliver.
I mean, you've kept to the plan, but you've launched spot trading. And I know that you're very brave. They're actually launching their token pretty soon. So is it for Friday? You're still launching the token? So what's going on there?
Yep, yes, sir. We're sticking to our program. We're launching our BitMEX token on this Friday, despite the whole mess which is happening on the market. Look, this is really our way to tell the market, we are here since 8 years, and we're gonna be around for a long time. So BitMEX token is not something that we are just putting out there to lend or to make collateral on or all these shenanigans. It's to reward our traders, the true believers in BitMEX, to stay around.
Okay, and do you have anything to add, like any thoughts about the industry? I know, for example, you know, you've spoken about the fact that your reserve and the tokens are auditable on the blockchain. Right, and we've seen a lot of exchange come to that now. I think Kraken is doing this. I think other people are calling for it. So maybe you want to add something on this.
Yeah, so it was really funny. Like suddenly everybody is talking about proof of reserve. But what you have to be really aware of, if somebody is telling you proof of reserve, you don't stop there. You tell them, I want to see proof of liability because this is what is important. And proof of liability, we've been showing that since summer 2021. So we were one of the 2 first big exchanges who have been publishing that just by ourselves. Nobody asked us. So now everybody is asking for it. So stick around, and we're going to be publishing an update in the coming 24 hours because of what just happened.
And last question, were you exposed in any way to what happened in the market? Maybe lending, borrowing, whatever.
If you're asking about Alameda or FTX or...
I'm not asking about anybody, right? Just, were you exposed?
We are not exposed to neither Alameda, nor FTX, nor FTT. We actually have zero exposure to these guys. We're safe. We've been playing it really low profile. And we've been transparent.
Okay. Very clear. Good luck with the launch of the BitMEX token on Friday. Do you have anything you want to add on the talk, but also on the market and everything?
Sure. Look, again, we're sticking to our roadmap. We've been very reactive. Actually, we've been using this whole bear market to update on our products. We've been innovative. For those of you who don't know it, actually, what makes the pride of the exchanges nowadays, which is the perpetual swap, it has been invented by BitMEX. And that's already in 2016. So we have this innovation in our DNA. We keep on. Last summer, we issued FX perpetual swaps. So we have been very reactive yesterday when the whole situations broke out with FTT. So we launched the perpetual swap on FTT, margined in Bitcoin and in Ethereum. Today, we are offering our traders to trade for free on our spot exchange because we have one. The timing was not ideal in May this year, but there is a spot market. And stick around. Next week, there are more news. We're issuing an interest rate swap on Ethereum, and more details to come. So if I had a main message today is stay safe and come to trade on BitMEX, basically.
Okay, I think we're good. If anyone has questions or want to discuss, we can either do that here or later. I think Salama is quite open to discussing later. And thank you for answering our questions.
Yeah, thank you guys. Thank you for your presence.